Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Ashman's Auction House, the Auction House podcast. We're gonna officially call it. We finally came up with a name. Um, I had a writer contact me and want to make me a thumbnail, so he already had kind of a pre-one done up, so we went with that. You guys will see that now on the channel. I'll still upload normally, but then I go back through and change it to the current week. Like I said, this is episode 12. We have a lot going on today. If you guys aren't on MUT, you don't have the privilege to be home this morning. We had presents open. The biggest one was the award winners present. That was a pretty obvious gift as everybody was trying to guess throughout the week of what was what. I want to talk about the gift shortly because it's very important for you guys that are working in the auction house to know what this means for you. First of all, a lot of these rarer award winners cards are coming out in bunches right now. I mean, they're flooding the market. It's crazy how many Volmers are up and how many James Jones are up. DeAndre Levy, Ladarius Webb's another one. So what this means to you guys is you guys have to look at the cards that potentially can shoot back up in value. Short time ago, Tyrod Taylor was down to 16K. Now, don't quote, but I believe you could have bought those Tyrods at 16, 17K. And after these presents are done being opened and people are finished with the rush, I believe that Tyrod probably shoots back up to 28 to 30K. Maybe not more than that because there are a lot of mobile quarterbacks out of there. As me and a fellow MUT player were discussing a little bit ago. But players like Volmer, here's why I think Volmer is important. Very important to you as far as investing goes. I know you guys, you're like, whoa, Ashman 23 is talking about investing. You're right. It's not my normal hat trick. Like, it's not my game. Hat trick. Hat trick's not the quite correct saying. Anyways. But I believe with the playoffs coming up, we are going to see more New England Chem players. So that Volmer card could become an integral part in completing some of the tiers of the Chem. Currently, there's not very many New England Chem players out there. Team Louis Brady, Blitz Brady, and then a few other ones that are out there and about. Anyways, my point being this: if you're looking to build on that team chemistry, that Volmer will be a cornerstone of your team, period. First of all, he's the best right tackle in the game, not named Zach Strief. So instantly that makes him valuable. I just bought one for 112K. I'll probably, I think the cheapest one up now is 140 at the time. I'm going to be continuing to work at the auction house for the next hour or so, hour and a half, until my wife gets home from work. I do have my son's Christmas concert today, so I will be leaving shortly. I wasn't going to record this morning, but I found it very important to get on and talk about it. So looking at these cards that I believe will shoot back up in value. Buying a Max Unger 88 award winner with mobile blocker chem. The Ladarius Webb is iffy, just because he's a 90 corner with deep defender. I don't know if he has much of a higher ceiling than where he's at now. I mean, I think he'll go up a little bit, but nothing substantial. DeAndre Levy, I believe, is shot down to 40K, 35K, somewhere in there. That's a card. It's a 90 overall linebacker. That's something that is definitely worth in my mind, at least a look. Don't go buy a ton of them, but if you can get a couple for pretty cheap, that would definitely be a card that I believe you can turn back around and flip. Now going forward, we do have a couple more days before Christmas, obviously, so we're going to have some more gifts opening in the next few days. Once again, if you guys are lucky enough to be out of college, off of work, whatever, it's very important that you get on the auction house while these packs are being ripped. Once again, yesterday I picked up the tight end Urlacher for 68K, I believe. As of this morning, he was going for no lower than 98, 99K. So it's very important, and this can be talked widespread for the most part with these gifts. People rush their stuff out to sell it, and then everybody winds up undercutting everybody else, and you wind up with a system where these cars, the value becomes depreciated, but realistically, there's huge value to them. And if you can be there as people are, I don't want to say freaking out, but freaking out about the value of their cars tanking, you can take advantage of this. Another point to that was Blitz Tyron Smith. I believe he got down to about 250 or 270 after his set was gone. He shot back up over 400, 450. So that's something that, for you guys that are either no money spent or very limited money spent, make sure you guys are checking that out and really taking advantage of people rushing out to sell their stuff. Because eventually the supply will dry up and the value of those cars will be there. Obviously, it's different when it comes to like Team of the Week elite cards or Football Insider elite cards, because those stay in packs all week. People rip packs all week, especially once the weekend hits. You wind up with a lot more people opening packs for the Legends and any of the limited time cards and whatnot. But this is something that every promo happens. If there's a set, the second the set can be finished, people rush out and get it done. And they really want to be the first to put on the auction house. And then when they realize they're not the first, they continue to undercut themselves and undercut everybody else to try to make the sale. I don't have a whole lot more to talk about today other than that. Also, one more thing. Make sure you guys are doing the Legend solos. I did a Legend solo yesterday, and I pulled out of the Legend solo, I pulled something. 87 McCaffrey. Oh no, 87 McCaffrey came on my objective pack when I upgraded my team to 92 overall. I got a McCaffrey, I got a John Randall, and one of the new Team of the Week, the Patriots player. So that wound up netting me about 200K on 3 cards. So that was helpful. But make sure you guys are doing the solos. Make sure you guys are hitting the objectives. That's another thing that you can easily use to get your coin stack up. Check the daily objectives in the tab. Daily, I think they're weekly now, excuse me. In the tab, and make sure you guys are completing those. That's all I really have for this morning. I know it's a really short video, but if you guys have any questions, once again, DM me on Twitter at MuttSnipes all day, or hit me up on Reddit, Ashwin23. Alright guys, you guys have a wonderful Mutt Tuesday, and good luck getting those snipes. Alright guys, talk to you later.